Hey friends, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Tish, and today I'm going to be undecorating. I'm getting all my fall stuff down and starting to clean up for my Christmas decorating, which is coming soon. I'm actually going to be putting all of my little turkeys and Thanksgiving things in a tub, and I'm going to be redecorating for Thanksgiving lunch down at our family's farm. So I'll be doing that a little bit later on. But the rest of it, I'm gonna have all ready to go so that we can get it put back up and bring down all that Christmas stuff. So let's just get it down, do a little cleaning, and enjoy our day. So let me just give you a little update on my life happenings while we're putting all this stuff up. So it's been about 3 weeks now. I might have mentioned it on a previous video, but my husband pulled his meniscus. He was on a ladder. Luckily, he was low on the ladder. So once that happened, he did take a little tumble, but that didn't hurt him. It was just the knee. Well, we have had the runaround with trying to get appointments, trying to get an MRI. Not real sure what's going to happen with him with that. And it's been frustrating. He's been in pain and his leg is swollen and he's still trying to work every day. But I know everybody's busy, right? I get it. But we've had a hard time just getting the MRI scheduled. And then I thought right after we got that scheduled, then, a day or so later, we would see the doctor and figure out what our plan was. No. It's actually, I think the appointment's actually like 3 weeks out, maybe 2 weeks out from when he actually has it done. And, when you get around the holidays, everything gets busy for everybody anyway, I know. But the man is in pain. And we also need to plan for how we're going to, how's that going to affect our holiday season. So that's been a lot. I'm not going to lie. We went through the second round of playoffs with our football team. And, of course, Caroline cheers. So that was really exciting and fun, but that also extended our season for 2 more weeks. And then she had some tier competitions in the midst of that. And this is also a busy time for me, just like it is everybody else because of all the holiday stuff. But I've also been doing 2 jobs a day sometime, like I said earlier. So it's just a lot trying to manage everything. And I feel like once I get this Christmas stuff up, I can relax maybe a little bit more. We were able to get everything down, so that was wonderful. We got the tree set up. So now all I have to do, is decorate it. So that's a big help too. But y'all, I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. Just a lot of things going on. And, you get tired. I get tired. Like not more than I used to with everything that's going on. I try not to complain because I know how blessed that we really are. But still, I don't have an unlimited amount of energy, or I'm going to be honest, or patience. And sometimes this time of the year, it can really get tested. I do have several new clients that I've been working with. I have not shared a lot about that on my channel. I'm trying to be very respectful of people's privacy, and I don't want to do anything, to make them feel uncomfortable. There are a few that I probably will be sharing some video of soon. The one that I'll mention a little bit later in this video, we're kind of doing space by space in her home, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I have one that I'm going back to that we're just kind of now kind of going through and doing some fine tuning. So that's kind of been nice, and she's kind of been really letting go of some things. So I've been happy about that. And then there's another new one that I will start soon. I haven't started hers yet, but she's coming up. So a lot of new things going on for me outside of just what I'm doing at home, which I'm excited to meet new people and to get to help some new people. But I have tried to carve out some time for myself to do some things at my house because, we all want to decorate for the holidays and just enjoy spending some time with family. So I am really looking forward to sharing with you our Thanksgiving kind of get together this year. We are doing it down at the farm. We worked hard this weekend, got some things set up down there. God's answered a lot of prayers in our family, y'all, and I'm excited to share more about that with you. Y'all, this is probably going to be a crazy video because I'm just doing things whenever I've got a minute. I'm going to try putting this thing back in here. I tried it once before and I didn't like it. I'm moving it from down here to up here. So this is what was in there, and some of this stuff does not fit real well in there either. So I'm hoping maybe by making this change, it might make it all better. So I'm going to play around with this for a while, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to get pushback from my family for this because we've been in this house 21 years, and I've never had the bags up here. So, old habits die hard, but we're going to try. I've had this for a while. I feel like it could still be a little bit tighter. I don't know. But I've had it for a while, and I tried it once, and I couldn't get happy with it. So I thought, I'm going to try it again. So I have my bags here, and then these bags back here, and just some of those, and then a couple of pop pads, and my lighters, and a pair of scissors. And then in this drawer, have all my little candle waxes there, and we've just always kind of kept candy. But it does get a little crowded up there, so that might be better. I've got some lighters. I'm about out of straws, but that's where the straws go. Some clips, some more bags, aluminum foil, and some plastic utensils, and these are for the crock pot. So we're going to see how this works for us. Sometimes when you've been in a house a long time, it's just hard to see things any different than the way they've always been. So I thought, well, let's just see if we can do something different than it's always been. So, I think it should work. We'll see. We're going to give it a whirl. So here are the curtains. These are the drop cloth curtains. If you saw my last video, I was working on this. My windows are so dirty outside, y'all. We have got to get them cleaned. That's on the, never-ending list. I think they turned out so pretty. I did wash them because they kind of had a little odor when I first took them out. I washed them and dried them, and I just think they look really pretty. And then I just did the little clips at the top, from the ones I already had. And then over here, I'm gonna change. This is weird, but this one was a little bit shorter for some reason. I don't know. This is the one I bought in the store, and then these were a little longer. And of course, you can't see this one because of Trent's machine. So I think I'm just going to move that one to this side and move that one over there. It's not a big deal, but just for my own, because I know I'll be looking at it. But yeah, they turned out really well, and they were about $15 each. So you're looking at about $60 for all of these. And y'all, the ones I had in here before, I got to figure out what I want to do with them. I think that mirror is a little crooked. See, I always notice stuff like that. I need to turn it a little bit. They were probably that much for each panel. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I kind of have a plan for that. But anyway, I think these turned out really, really pretty. I had even thought about doing a rod at the top up here. I don't know if the tension rod would probably be too long for a tension rod. So I don't know, but maybe doing something up here and doing those curtain panels on the side of this, because they would match in here, and They might be pretty, actually. I don't know. I may hold one up just to kind of see what they look like, but I have 4 of them. Probably wouldn't take all 4. I could just do 2 because I probably would never be closing it. But, you know, if I had the rod up there and then I could just kind of drape it, you know, to each side. I don't know. That's just an idea. And this is the print that I got off Amazon that I replaced the other with. I don't like the wire. That wire at the top, it kind of pulls the top of that frame. So I'm probably going to take that off and change the way that I have it hung. But for now, I think it's okay. It's really pretty in here. It's very soft. It just kind of flows with everything. My house is naked right now, totally, because I'm in the midst, you know, of transitioning from what I had up for fall to Christmas. Caroline said it looks like January because I really don't put a lot up in January, but I kind of like it. It's just kind of a breather before all the Christmas stuff. So anyway, that's the new print. So I'm getting ready to head out for the day. I'm going to meet a new client. I'm real excited about this. They are a retired couple and they actually have a little bit of a different problem. They moved to a bigger house. So she's got more space now and she's not real sure what to do with some of it, but she really wants to use a lot of the stuff that she already has. So today we're just gonna kind of walk through the house. I'm gonna give her some homework and then I should be able to kind of get her scheduled in December. I've just been really busy lately. I've been doing 2 jobs a day. My body is really getting tired, but I do have a few days in December, so I'm going to try to get her on my calendar. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping that if you keep watching on this video, I'm going to show you a few of my things that I've picked up this past year thrift store wise that I'm going to use in my Christmas decorating. And after I meet this new client, I'm going to decorate for one of my elderly clients who I adore. She is so much fun. I'm gonna go decorate her house for Christmas this morning, and then we have a ball game tonight. Help! No, I'm just kidding. It's all good things, but you know, just gotta keep going. So I'm gonna go get the new Christmas Alani flavor that's out. We had one earlier this week and I like it. It's a little something different, so I'm gonna go get one of those on my way. And yeah, I'm just gonna go get this day started. So I know this video, like I said, it's a little this, little that. It's just been, I've had the longest week, so tiring. I actually just woke up from a Sunday nap and it was great, much needed. So I thought I would share with you some of the things that I have just picked up over this past year, like from thrift stores, and a few little ribbon and type things I've gotten recently. And I also ordered a few more ribbon items from Amazon that I'll share too. But just to show you kind of some of the stuff that I've got ready that I'm going to use at Christmas. We did get down all of the tubs yesterday for Christmas. My sweet son-in-law was here and he helped my injured husband get all those things down. So we got all the Christmas down. We brought the tree over. We had it stored at my mother-in-law's because she's got a little bit more space and she lives next door. That's wonderful. So that was helpful. So we got that and we got all my fall stuff put up except for the stuff that's outside. So let me just share with you some of the things that I've kind of gathered together. And the next video that you see, I think I will be decorating in that one. I've given myself, I've protected these days. I hope nothing happens. I've given myself this Friday and Saturday, and I'll have Sunday afternoon if I need to do any touch-ups. So I think I can get it done. I should be alone and be able to really work a lot. So let me share with you just a few things that you might not have seen. So I'd gotten a little worried. I couldn't find this plate. I got this at a thrift store. You might have seen that haul a few weeks ago. But I also have a green plate, this kind of scalloped edge. I think I left it downstairs. And this will go on my plate rack, the new one that I have in the kitchen. So I thought that was really pretty, and it was thrifted. And then this was just another little green plate that I already had, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use it. These are from Amazon. These are some ruffled pillow covers. I think they're 18 by 18. And I did order some inserts for them because I've used my other inserts for something else. I'm going to put these on my couch with my red pillows, but I won't be storing these because I have a lot of green throughout the house anyway, and I feel like I could use them a lot throughout the year. So those came in a pack of 2. I'll put that up. These I just picked up when we were out the other day. I like to do little dish towels and put something with it for little gifts. I thought these would be pretty in my kitchen. I do have a lot of pink in there, but I do want to bring the red in with the pink this year. So I picked those up. I think, yeah, Ross. What were they, like $6 for both of them? So not bad. These I had picked up at the Target dollar spot or bullseye spot, and they were $1 each. These, I'm not really going to use them for ornaments. I'm going to put these in some garland, maybe on my mantle, or garland that goes in the kitchen, or garland in the dining room. I don't know. But I got enough of them that I could just kind of sprinkle them around, again, to add some red. This was also in that Target bullseye section. I think it was $5. It's a runner. And again, this is something that I will use not just at Christmas, but I can use this at other times of the year. It was $5. And then we got this garland, this ribbon, bow garland, in Walmart. And I don't think it was, let's see, 6 feet. I don't know if the price is on there. I don't have my glasses. But I want to say it was like a little bit less than $7. And I may use those on the mantle this year. This little plate also I picked up in that Target section. It was $5. I thought it really should have been about $3, but I like the simplicity of it, and I think it will be pretty maybe if I put something red beside it. So there's that. This, I might have shown this at some point. I don't know. And I might have even had this last year. I can't remember. But this was a thrift store find. I must not have used it yet. Yeah, it was $4. So I just thought that was really cute. Don't know where I'll put it, but I think I can find a spot for that somewhere. And then these are just some things that I had thrifted over this past year for Christmas. This pretty gold Santa. I think he's really cute. I know I'll use him somewhere. Goodwill, he was $4, but he could have been on sale. Because I could have bought this, you know, in June or July. Who knows? All throughout the year. This is the red plate. I showed this on one of my last thrift store hauls. It's not thrift store, though. This came from Walmart, and they only had 3 at mine, but probably have more at others. I just think this would be also really pretty on that plate rack that I have. I love the edges of it. I want to say they were about $6 each. Let's see what else is in here. This little Santa. He looks like he's scared. His eyes look kind of, boing, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put him. He was thrift store, 89 cents. He does have a frightened look. Maybe he sees the children. He woke them up. I don't know. But he's cute. This angel, this was also a thrift store find. I just think she's really pretty. Very neutral colored. Let's see. And then he was also, I like white Santas. There's his price. And again, he could have been on sale. I'm sure I'll use those somewhere. And oh, this plate was on my last thrift store haul too. And then this cute little basket was $2. I got it at some point throughout the year. I love the red on it. And then this bag, these were some things I bought probably in October. Isn't that crazy at Walmart this year? But I'm probably going to stick some of these on my tree or either in some garland. And then I think I'd shared these pretty little bows I had gotten in my Hampton look-alike ornament from Walmart. That was Walmart this year, by the way. This came from a thrift store. I shared this on a haul recently. It was $2. Some more of those. These I bought on clearance. I think they were like $2 or $3 a piece. And it's 2 strands of those. And I don't really know yet what I'm going to do with them, but I will do something. I love all those together. And they have these for like every season. And I put them on wreaths a lot. So, or, I don't know, but we'll see. I'll do something with them. And this was just some of my ribbon I shared on my last video. This is kind of the ribbon inspiration for the year. And that I shared. That's ribbon too. And then I might not have shared this. I won't take it all the way out. But this is just a blanket with like the red candy canes. It looked really cozy. That came from Ross. And I've had it, I bought it a while back too. But I think those are the only things that I've really gotten. So I am, oh, one more thing. This is really nothing, but these were just some little picks that I got at Walmart too with the red. They were like $1 each. And then I did pick up some red balls that I can use on the tree. So that's just a look at just some of the few little things I had thrifted throughout the year and some things I picked up. So I'm going to add that to the Christmas stuff when I get to that point. I'm nowhere near that. I did get this. I love scalloped paper. I love a scallop, y'all. I just do. But I picked up some of this. Ross has this too. I get a lot of paper in Ross, actually. It's $3 for a pack of 50. So there you have it. My little crazy video with all the things going on. I am going to put at the end of this some of my inspiration pictures, a few things that I've ordered ribbon-wise, and then a few pictures of trees from Pinterest. These are not mine, not mine, not mine. I'm taking no credit. But just some of the inspiration pictures that I have for this year for my mantle and my Christmas tree mainly. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sure we're all getting geared up for this busy holiday season. I'm trying to keep myself at peace as much as possible. Doing a lot of ordering. I will do a little shopping locally, but I am going to do mostly ordering, I hope. So thank you so much. Enjoy seeing these little pictures at the end, and I'll see you next time when I'll start my decorating.